as a child, I always painted. People started telling me what great stuff I was doing. So in my little 6-year-old mind, I said, oh, I'm an artist. Always loved landscape. That was my favorite thing. So I thought, okay, I'm just going to paint landscapes. And I was exhibiting in a gallery on Hilton Head, and someone from Augusta saw my landscapes and asked me if I could paint a golf course. I said, sure, it's landscape, no problem. So I went up there, and that was 1984, and I did the 13th hole. I had to adjust my landscape technique by not having any rough. No texture in the grass, that was new. First time I ever printed my work was there, and they did 750 prints on a commercial printer. They sold out at the Masters. From that, other clubs started calling me right away. And I could not believe the response of people. They wanted to buy, sell, distribute. I thought, okay, there's something here. This is definitely worth getting into. I started both the U.S. Open and the Open Championship in 1990. I did 25 consecutive U.S. Opens. I did the whole Open rotation for 10 years in Scotland and England. And all that time I was working for Augusta too. The painting process is quite a lot longer than most people think. It's not just physically putting the paint on there. When I go to a course, I look at the entire course. I get someone from the pro shop drive me as you play the whole course. And then I'll just know where I want to go back. And then once I narrow it down, I have to find the composition, and then I have to find the lighting, and that's key. The light is what makes it. It's the most important element in the painting. It has to make the whole scene come alive. It has to define how you play the hole. It has to do all of that. I take a lot of reference photos. I get up every morning, go to the same spot, every afternoon, the same spot. And sometimes if I don't get what I want, I go back at another time of the year, because just the angle of the sun will change, will make the difference. Then when I'm back in the studio, I have to look at all of that information for quite a while before I decide exactly how I'm going to put all that information together in one image. There's just so much varied landscape with golf landscape, and that keeps it interesting to me. Royal County Down was very special. It had mountains, it had everything in it. And of course, Pebble Beach, and then I thought Pine Valley was gorgeous. Every hole there was pretty special. Shinnecock is stunning. Sea Island with the marshes. Golf is kind of a metaphysical experience, and I try to tap into that. So if you're looking at that painting, you remember that feeling. I think that comes across pretty successfully. I'll eliminate anything I think that's going to interfere. I can change things and backgrounds. What you leave out sometimes is just as important as what you put in. So all of that contributes to that feeling I'm trying to zone in on, to bring that viewer right into that painting, right into that hole, and remember what it's like to be there. And I think if it does, it gives them something to put them back into that feeling again that they had that was so special while they were playing. That's the goal. I can say that the golfing world has been very good to me and so appreciative. And one always wants to feel appreciated for what you do. It's always been really rewarding to have the players come up to you and thank you for what you do.